All right, Coach Avon again. We're gonna go through some agility drills now. So our ability to change direction when under a stress, when not knowing which way to go. All right, how efficiently can we stop, pick up speed again, slow our body down, drop our hips, so on and so forth. All right, I'm gonna go through 4 drills here. First drill, the 5-10-5. Next drill will be called the 5-0-5. Next drill will be called the box drill. And then the last drill will be the reactive step back drill. Okay, so I'm gonna start here. We've probably all done a 5-10-5 here at Sarge. What it is testing our body's ability to pick up speed, decelerate, and then recelerate again. All right, so what I'm gonna do is measure out, or just place one cone down here, measure 5 yards that way, measure 5 yards that way. All right, and all I'm doing is running to my right first, touching that cone where it is, running all the way 10 yards, touching where that cone is, and then finishing at the middle cone here. So some key things you want to focus on. So this whole time, my hips should stay low the entire time. I should never be in this drill standing up straight, right? We want to be able to focus on how can I drop my hips, decelerate my body, chop my feet, and then take off, all right? So the first thing I'm gonna do when I'm doing this drill is keep my eyes up. All I'm gonna do is take one big step over step like that. All right, the reason why we do that step, and it's gonna be a little complicated for some of you athletes, but if I do this, I turn and then take off, that takes so much less time rather than just coming out to there. All right, so work on that first step here to push off this foot and push forward through with this foot here. So I push forward and then I start to turn my body. All right, I keep my hips low when I come to this drill here. All right, I'm kicking this foot back, bending this knee, touching this cone here, still facing the exact same way I face the entire time when I start. So touch here, and then I take off again. Coming forward, all right, then dropping my hips again, chopping my feet, touching here, and then finishing through here. All right, so we want to make sure we're focusing on fully stopping our speed about 2 to 3 steps before we get to the cone. All right, if you're running full speed and then try to stop immediately when you get to that cone, you're gonna go way past it, you're gonna fall, you're gonna mess up. As athletes, we need to know how to stop our body from speeding up so fast and be able to change directions. So just kind of running through it here 75%, coming over, touch, running here, touch, and then coming through. As you can see, when I was getting to that cone, my feet started to chop a lot more. All right, and I broke down my body. So that's the 5-10-5. I would probably do about 2 to 3 starting each way, and just really make sure maybe you set up a camera or you're focusing on your feet to see how you break down. Next drill is the 5-0-5. So cone set up the same exact way. All right, now I'm just starting on that far cone. All right, so not in the middle, far cone here. And basically what I'm doing is all I'm gonna do is run 10 yards, turn around, and finish 5. So all it looks like is here, start the 2-point stance, take off, run. You'll probably be upright for this. All I'm doing is decelerating here, touching this cone, and then finishing through this cone here. So sprinting 10 yards, and then sprinting 5 yards again. So come here, run, break down, touch, run through here, all right? The goal of this drill, just like the 5-10-5, to decelerate by the time you get to that cone, but minimize the amount of steps in the whole entire drill throughout the whole time. The more steps you take, the longer it will take you. So we want to take big, successive strides, break down, and take minimal steps to get through this cone. That means pushing the ground away from you, push that earth away from you, creating space from your opponent. That's why we do drills like this, all right? Next is the box drill. And this is where you get some creative space to just do whatever you want as an athlete. Basically all you're doing, make a square with cones. That's simple. And you can choose any which way you want to run, whether you want to side shuffle, back pedal, in the combination of cones here. All right, a lot of times when we're in the training center and just a coach is going through this, they might just make it up on the spot because no matter what they're doing, you're still getting a stress of having to break down, change directions, and just do multiple things here. So I have 4 cones here. An example of what I could do. I could shuffle first to the left, stay tight to the cone, sprint, break down, shuffle. As soon as I stay tight to the cone, back pedal here, and back pedal through, all right? Also, I could sprint, shuffle, back pedal, sprint. You see what I mean? You can throw in anything you would like. All right, so the key to doing this drill, all right, even though you have so much creative space and different things to do, is staying tight to these cones. All right, let's say I want to sprint around all cones. Let's say I sprint here, and I take this wide turn coming in. That's not what we want to practice as an athlete. We want to make something called a power cut. Be able to stop, turn, and sprint out. All right, a sharp angle. So I'm coming here, staying tight, pushing off that back foot just like that. All right, so no matter what you do, stay tight to that cone. And make sure that you're taking choppy steps and exploding out every single time, pushing off that back foot. And then the last drill here is called the reactive step back drill. All right? Something important in working on agility is to be able to create distance from an opponent, getting around somebody, and taking off again. All right? So all I did was take the cone from the cone drill, or the box drill, excuse me, bring it over here, and I set up 2 cones right here where they're about 2 feet apart and staggered. So this cone is about 2 feet apart diagonal-wise and about a foot apart lengthwise. So kind of creating a triangle there, and then one cone apart. All right, now come over here. What this drill entails is me running to the far cone, stepping back around that cone, and then sprinting through. So what I do is I come here to this cone, stop here, step back around, and then finish through here. All right, the keys to this drill is, again, we want to explode out to this cone, break down, take a big step here, use that power, all that muscle you've been developing in the gym, outside the gym, to push back around this cone. Both feet should come around the cone like this and taking off straight. Another thing is we make sure our hips face the same way the entire time. If your hips are swaying and you let your torso go, that's creating so much less time. And that athlete that we're trying to focus on, mimic to get around here, he/she is just gonna catch up with you, right? So when I come around here, hips the same way, back, and take off just like that. Hips, toes, face the exact same way. So those are 4 agility drills that I think are essential and that teach you how to change direction correctly.